Hello, this is Virus again with another review of another movie I have just watched. I just got finished watching The Thing, the reboot. I was a little disappointed in the beginning of the movie because it didn't feel like the original thing. I know when they usually do a reboot, there's nothing really supposed to be everything similar to it, but for me a reboot means a remake. And this had some parts in it that seemed like it was going in the direction of the original, but it never really did. Like I thought they were going to be doing like in the one scene. If anybody's seen it, these are just gonna they're going to be spoiler alerts for people who haven't seen it. For people who have seen it, you will more likely know what I'm talking about. The scene where they're in the lab. They're coming up with the idea for doing the blood test to see who's human, who's not human. I was excited. I thought they were obviously gonna go with the, you know, like they just like put some blood in a little on a little petri tray, do the little copper thing. No, we're not going that direction. They were going in the blood test direction, but they weren't going with the copper. Um, Instead, once the lab was burned down, Kate wound up just completely fucking checking everybody's mouths for cavities to see if they still had their real cavities in them. Um, Other than that, the rest of the movie was pretty badass. I liked the graphics, the effects. I liked the fact that the alien wasn't just that little creature that you saw in the first one. It was the actual alien that was frozen, and the fact that we were actually able to see the ship itself was really fucking cool. I mean, honestly, in the first one they didn't show you the actual spaceship that was sitting there, and that's another thing. I didn't understand how that guy Sanders was sitting there throwing out the number that he thought was right, that the ship has been sitting there for 100,000 years. It looks like it could have been there for a lot longer than that, or it could have been there for less than that. It could have been any of them. But I'm just saying they honestly put the line in there and made it seem like he knew that that was the right amount of time. But honestly, it was a guesstimation. Other than that, I would give this movie a 5 out of 10. That's being generous for this movie. The graphics were great. Everything else was amazing. I didn't like the fact that there wasn't anything else relatable to the original movie. They could have called her Kate McGrady. Honestly, they could have went that way. But other than that, the movie was fucking spectacular. It was great, and I do suggest The Thing. I do. I really do. If you haven't seen it, see it. If you have seen it, you've seen it. So, this was Virus again. See you in the next video.